Hi guys, I just filmed that bridge being swung, and before that I filmed the bridge through there being swung. I actually missed them swinging this little footbridge, but I think that happens at the same time as that one being opened. And in a while that one down the end there will be opened. So we'll just walk across here. Just trying to let you see the mechanism under there. If you can hear me over the wind noise, you can probably see the difference in the water height. That's already backing up in there, and this is dropping. You can see the water line over there. So they've got to drop it so they can open that one. I expect there's a lot of wind noise on the camera. I can't do much about that, I'm afraid, today. So I'm just using my mobile phone to film this. My what's it? Samsung Galaxy A71. Somebody was asking me, or commenting, on the height of the water in the river down here in the Avon Gorge under the suspension bridge. And the point is, it's tidal. It comes in from Avonmouth, Bristol Channel. So when the tide's out, there's very little water in the river, which is actually why all this was built. It's the floating dock. Now, when I was young, I thought floating dock meant that the dock itself floated, but no, it means so that the boats can stay in the dock floating. Because in the years gone by, the boats would come all the way up the river, go into Bristol dock, and then the tide would go out and they'd be tipped over on the mud. So they built all this. Well, actually this is probably quite a bit newer than that, but we are talking a long time ago. But that's what it's all about. The floating dock is so that boats stay floating when they're at dock, which means they can load and unload them easily because they stay at the same height. Whereas when it was a tidal river, or at least when the dock was tidal, stuff could tip over. There's the suspension bridge. Oh, it's opening. So that's relatively fresh river water coming out, churning up everything else. The river carries on round there. I say carries on round there, that's actually artificial. They call it the new cut because they dug it to bypass the docks. So the river could continue flowing down there while the water in the docks was stationary. We'll just walk on a little bit so we can look back. So that's the one they had to swing the bridges for, to let the mast go through. I wonder if that one's planning to go in there. down here is where they used to disembark passenger vessels. Just along there. A bit windy again. Yeah, looks like that one's going in. It can't really have gone very far up that way. But that is where the... Oh, it's too windy, you can't hear me, can you? Yeah, that's that is the river going up that way under that bridge, which doesn't open. But it's as far as that sort of boat's concerned, it's a dead end. There's weirs up there. Well, I expect there's locks up there as well they can go through, but normally, if they're going to go upriver, they go through the docks and out the back of the docks. Where there's a lock system that lets them go out that way. Well, I was going to look up at the buildings up there. That one on the end has actually got stuff going right the way down underneath. Down the side of the cliff. This is Hotwells. Hotwells because there was hot wells here. Well, there probably still is hot wells still here. Warm water comes up from underground. Perfect. When that shuts, I should be able to walk across it, I think. Don't know. No, it looks like they've got locks on the gates there. Yeah, the gates are locked. So they obviously don't want you walking across this one. So this has got to fill up enough for them to be able to open that gate again and let this one through. How exciting! Obviously, inside that little thing there is the controls. I guess these buildings are shaped like this. I hadn't really thought about it before, but these grey ones are all shaped so that water could flow around them if we get extreme floods, whereas the old square-shaped ones will get damaged. Interesting. Hadn't thought about that. He's unlocking the gates for us. Probably see the disturbance in the water up there. Where it's been allowed through. Closer view. Oh, it's coming on to rain. I don't believe that. Let's get across here. T-shirt, and it's coming on to rain. Not surprising, that does look a bit grey and dark up there, doesn't it? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, the shape of these buildings. They're all curved. That one's tilted over. Because what I'm saying about the shape of those buildings might just be rubbish. Wouldn't be the first time I've taught rubbish. It might just be an artistic thing. That water's risen up pretty quickly. I really hadn't considered how quickly that's filling up. That's a lot of water when you think about it. That's not like filling your bath. So those little gates are locked now. There was a channel I used to watch on the, I think it's the Mekong River in Vietnam, and their lock gates, as far as I could tell, were just operated by the tide. When the tide was flowing one way, it would push them open and the boats could get through, And when the tide started flowing the other way, it just shut the gates automatically. Fascinating channel to watch. If I remember, I'll put a link in the video description. Oh, it's raining now, I'm getting wet. Still, this answers a question that I raised in a previous video. I thought these were operated at the same time as the big bridge, but they're clearly not. So it's actually 4 bridges I've filmed. I only came here to film one of them. I am getting wet. Never mind. I'm doing it for the sake of a YouTube video, so it must be important. My only problem is which channel do I put it on? Put this sort of stuff on my other channel, Grandad's Other Channel. Out and about. There we go. Job done. I wonder if I'm right or wrong about the shape of those buildings. It would be lovely if I was right. Anyway, that'll do. This is Brunel's old swing bridge. 1849 originally. Well, we won't be able to see what's going on there. Looks like it'd be going over there. Well, that one doesn't open anymore. Let's just go and look the other side of it. There you go, this side solid mud. Looks a bit shallow, which is not surprising, being as this part of the water never moves. I expect you've got access for canoes or something. Can't be anything much bigger than that because I've got to get under there. Go back to wide angle. Right, well there you go guys, that was 3 videos of bridges swinging, 3 or 4 depending on how I edit them together, and just a little bit of bonus extra, just me having a little look around at stuff that I missed on the way down. Red brick buildings used to be tobacco storage. Bonded warehouses, something to do with the tax, that you could bring them into the country, and as long as they were held there, they didn't have to be taxed until they were actually released. One of those finance fiddles, I'm sure. Not that I'm cynical, of course. Thought that was a seagull or something making a noise. It's that chap over there walking his dog. Fish and chip shop over there, built under the bridge. Looks a bit fancy. There used to be a really rough coffee shop. Step over here. Noah's Fish and Chip Food Kitchen. Let's just nip over there and see what the sign says. I just realised I parked with the Ringo app, as it's called, but I may have put the wrong number in. Because that's me parked over there, not me parked here. Yes, I picked the wrong number. It's a ladybird. Yeah, I think I put in 22779 or 49 or whatever. Definitely the wrong one. So I better move off. Yeah, I picked the wrong number. I've just moved the car, so we're here, and this is the one that I'd actually paid to stop in. $22779. Yeah. Oh well. Let's just hope I was lucky. Thanks for watching. You'll always find more information down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. You might like to subscribe just here. Over here is my latest video on my channel. And down below is a playlist related to what you've just been watching. Thanks again for watching.